Akash INTI here. It's a real reflection of you. I don't really have much to say right now, other than that's so important to trust and have faith in something bigger than me. Been realizing that more and more lately, especially as we go through this whole thing, especially as I go through a career change, especially as there's almost no need for a reason for it. And I say this because it's just something that I've found for myself. Is that when I stop worrying about things, when I just relax a little bit more into whatever the experience that life is presenting me with, it's there that I find the magic of life happening. As many of you guys know, I'm on my last, I think maybe $1,500 or something like this. Between $1,500 and $1,800. And it's right now where my businesses are just on the ground floor. I have a few of them kind of set up for areas to make some money. And it's only now that I'm oh, cool. Things are really happening now. I'm seeing the fruits of my labor just begin to emerge. And they're not ripe by any means. But I'm able to see them. It's if you were to look at a tomato plant. For those of you guys who don't know, tomato plants take a bit of time to grow. A few weeks at the very least. And for the longest time, you keep watering it, you keep getting it sunlight and whatnot, and you see the thing grow. It grows quickly. It grows reasonably quickly. You see the vines, you see them starting to hang on the floor. And so what I would do is I would put them on the put a kind of a covering around it, so that it's almost like a metal grate, if you will. And then I would interweave the vines themselves within the grate so that it would grow upwards. Anyways, over time, what I would see is man, I'm watering this thing, nothing's happening. But I would keep going to it, I would continue to water it. I would continue to give good energy to it, give intention, and believe in it, because that's all it is believing in it. It's going to come. And I would keep giving it attention and keep putting time into it, and slowly what I'd begin to see is the small little green tomatoes. Now, that's not the time to pick the tomato and be all right, cool, I got a tomato. But it's after some time that I would be oh shit, there's actually something happening here. It's growing, all of that time that I spent on it wasn't all for naught. It was happening. And it took a little bit longer than I thought it would, as things usually do. There's no guarantee, there's no practice. The other thing is there's no guarantee that it'll work anyways, That's just the way things are. But I continue to trust in it. Continue to put my faith in it, and continue to give it attention, time, care, love. Continue to see the most beautiful things that I wanted to out of it. I would continue no matter what. That's what I found more and more is it's a relationship. And that relationship is actually a relationship with myself. Yes, in this specific example, it could be a relationship with tomato plants, but all relationships around us are really only relationships with ourselves. The things around us are simply reflections of ourselves, and I continue to understand this at a deeper level even more every single day. And it's there that I begin to recognize and see, how am I treating the things around me? How am I treating the people around me? How am I treating the places around me? How am I treating myself? Because I am this. I am all of this. And I'm also none of this. And I'm Akash INTI. And you are whoever you are. But it wasn't until I began to understand that my relationships with everything around me were simply relationships with myself. And that when I would lose faith in, if I would lose faith in the past, in something around me, I was only sending a message to the universe that I lost faith within. It's when one loses faith within that there becomes a really empty void. It feels like nothingness in the heart and the mind and the whole body everywhere. And that hurts. That really hurts. And it hurts in ways that don't quite make sense. So Akash INTI, keep putting your trust in the things around you, in your processes. Keep trusting the universe. Keep trusting whatever higher power you might believe in. Or maybe you believe in no higher power. Maybe trust yourself then. But simply trust. And always keep up, thrive, and stay sexy.